Hi everybody, Billy here from Billy's Bike Adventures. Now I've got a really cool bit of tech to talk to you and show you today. It's from a company called Hex Innovate. If you've not heard of them, if you've been watching my channel, you may have heard me talk about them before, but if you've not heard of them, they do some cracking bit of tech for your motorcycle. So as an example, Hex Innovate do an easy can that you can install on your motorbike, and what that is, it's a really cool bit of intelligent tech that you can wire into your motorbike, and then you can configure your motorbike to have additional auxiliary lights, additional indicator lights, additional rear brake lights, and it makes the installation of those really straightforward and simple. So a very cool bit of kit. What I'm going to show you today is for you BMW owners. I've got the GSA as well in my garage, so this is a really cool bit of kit for me. So this is the Hex GS911, and when you order it, this is the package that it comes in, and inside is the bit of tech itself. So here it is. This is what it looks like. Now, before you go and order this, make sure to go onto the Hex Innovate website and to put in the relevant details about your motorcycle to make sure you get the correct version for your motorcycle. Really important. And once you get that, you're going to really enjoy using this. It's a diagnostic tool that can, whether you're at home or you're in the mountains somewhere with no Wi-Fi signal, and you get a engine management issue come up on your TFT screen or something, or on your TFT display or something else, you can plug this into your motorcycle, the diagnostic port on your motorcycle via your phone or a tablet. You can then run an auto scan diagnostic systems on your motorcycle, and it will identify what faults you've got on your motorcycle. Really cool bit of tech to take with you no matter where you are. And so let me show you how to plug this into your motorcycle and where the diagnostic port probably is. On my machine, I've got the 2018 GS TE, so I'll show you where that is on my machine. I do have the TFT display on my motorcycle as well. The other really cool thing about this is that you can configure your TFT screen to run different animations and different displays whilst you're riding your motorcycle. So that's the other really cool stuff about this bit of tech from Hex Innovate as well. I'll show you how to run a diagnostics program to identify any faults on your motorbike. I'll also show you how to change the startup animation on your motorcycle, as well as how to set up different screens on your TFT display. So if that is of some interest, let's get started. Now, when you get this bad boy, this really cool bit of tech, the first thing you're going to want to do is plug this into your laptop computer and make sure you've got the latest software update on here. So within the package comes a cable as well. So one is a USB end, the other plugs into the bit of kit. So make sure that you've got the latest software running on this, okay? Once you register this via your computer, you will get notifications about if there are new software updates releasing to your GS911 diagnostics tool. So that's the first thing that you're going to do. It's very intuitive. I'm not going to run through it, but when you plug it in, it's really intuitive and very straightforward. So make sure you get the latest software update first of all for your diagnostic tool. So the diagnostic port for my 2018 GSA TE is underneath this battery cover here, and you need a Torx 25 to take that off. So there's just one screw. Lift that off. So once you've got the cover off, it's this this piece here that is the diagnostic port, and there is a clip that just sits on top. So you need to push the clip back and take the port off, and then that is your diagnostic port for your motorbike. You just need to check your manual to make sure that it's the same for your bike. And then on the end, you need to take the cover off here, and there is these push-in clips either side. You just push the tops of those in, and that cover just comes straight off, and that's where the Hex tool clips into. Now, there is only one way for this tool to click in, so if it's not fitting that way, turn it around, and that just simply plugs in. And what you can see there, the lights flashing now, that's ready to say that it's ready. It's connected to the wireless network at my home, and that is now ready to be used with the tool on your tablet or phone. So we've moved across to my tablet now, and the GS911 app is center of the screen. So let's go ahead and open that. Once it opens, the GS911 app will find and connect to the GS911 diagnostic tool. That'll just take a few seconds, and once it finds it and connects, this is the display screen that you get. And as you saw there, the auto scan and detected vehicle lit up once it was connected to the diagnostic tool. So to begin an auto scan of your motorcycle, press on auto scan, and the app will connect to the diagnostic tool and it will run its interrogation of your motorcycle. And this will take a few moments, and when it's done, this is the information that will come up. You'll initially get information regarding to when the auto scan was run, the name of it, and all the relevant bits and pieces information for that. It'll give you the bike information as well. So as you can see, it shows you the odometer reading at the time that you ran the test, the date, the distance to your next service, your VIN number, and other bits and pieces that are relevant for the test. And then you get a list of the diagnostics test results. So as you can see here, the GS911 does a really good job of running a broad diagnostics check, and you can see the headers for each of the criteria here. And at the very top, the GS911 has identified a fault in the engine controller. So I'm going to click on the engine controller to identify more information around that fault. And as I scroll up, the fault becomes clear and it gives me a description of exactly what that fault is. So I can now share this information with my BMW Motorrad dealer, and hopefully they'll be able to help me out in terms of a repair for this. And if you keep scrolling up, it'll show you all the other relevant information that it has completed under the headers that you saw earlier in that red, amber, green list of tests that the tool had completed. And it's just indicating here that there are no other faults. So that's the diagnostic side of the GS911, but what about the other really cool features that this bit of tech can provide to you and your BMW motorcycle to make it a bit more personal for you? So I mentioned at the start of the video that you can change the startup animation and also the displays that you see on your TFT screen with this device plugged in. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. Now, in order to utilize the technology that's in here to change your startup display and to have your TFT screen display like a sports graphics as an example, you are going to need to have the relevant software update on your motorcycle from your Motorrad dealer. Now, when I got this and I plugged this in, I couldn't change the startup animation or the display to be a sports display because I didn't have the relevant software update. I took my motorcycle in because it was due for a service, requested that software update at the time, which they will do for you if you request it. And since then, the software in here has now allowed me to change the startup animation and the graphics on the TFT display. So if it doesn't work, get your motorcycle into your Motorrad dealer for the software update. So for us GS riders, this startup animation will be really familiar to us, and this is what we're going to change. So to do this, we need to head back over to the GS911 app, and we're going to, from the home screen, we're going to click on the detected vehicle option. From this next list, we choose instrument cluster option. Next, we click on service functions and then coding functions. On the list that is presented, scroll up until you can see startup animation and select that option. Then you get this list of different startup animations. Some are specific to different products, some are generic. The bottom three are the generic ones. I've opted for the very last one at the bottom, which I'm going to click on, and that is the M logo, Make Life a Ride. Then click continue and your TFT will switch off for a second and then show you the animation that you have chosen. I'll show you that animation shortly, but let's change the TFT screen to be a more sportier look and feel as well. So go back to the coding functions section on the GS911 app and select the sports screen option. In the display theme options, click the radio button for sport to change it from adventure. Then scroll up and hit the continue button, and that's it. You've updated and changed your TFT screen. Now this is what the startup animation as well as the TFT display sports screen will now look like when you start up your motorcycle.
It's pretty cool. I really like it. When you go into your menu selection, you will see that the look and feel of it has also changed, and you've got an additional option in there called Sport. When you click on this, this is the display that you can then choose to ride with. And that's another great option from the GS911 diagnostic tool.
So I hope that's been useful, finding out about the GS911, all the links for the website and this particular one for the 2018 TE, as well as links to the area on the Hex Innovate website where you can put your information in to decide whether this is which one is the right one for you. All the links are in the description down below. Any questions or comments, leave them below the video as well, and I will get back in touch with you as soon as I can. But for now, enjoy your GS911 when you get it, and I'll catch you again very soon.